The hardest thing to read a book like the Song of Songs is to interpret every point from physical to spiritual. Solomon wrote a physical book using all kinds of physical figures to describe his kind of romance with that kindred girl. How could you imagine at his time he was everything physical? But today it becomes one of the most particular, interesting book in the Bible. How could we read it? How could we understand it? Eventually, through the centuries, 19th centuries, all the Bible teachers cannot deny this book, such a book, is a book written under the inspiration of God. Now, how to understand it? Not so easy. And this morning we'll get on one point. This point has three critical words. Number one, the cross. Number two, the self. Number three, the word introspection. Introspection. I believe you are the English-speaking people. You know the word introspection. To examine yourself by looking into yourself. You know, the Bible always teaches a way. Look away. Look away into Jesus. Don't look at yourself. Yourself and myself, ourselves, all are not worth to look at. I must tell you, in the early days of myself, I found out in certain things I was proud. I repented. Actually, I repented not for the Lord. I repented for myself. I like to be a person so humble, you know. So I looked back into myself. Such a looking back into yourself, to examine yourself, is the biggest weakness in the spiritual Christian life, and the biggest enemy. You know what is self? Self is constituted with introspection. Three words: the cross, the self, and the introspection. In our line, these three words are used to interpret this section of the Song of Songs from verse what? 10 of chapter 2, right? To verse 5 of chapter 3. In such a short section of the word, you could never find these three words: cross, self, introspection. In these 2 days, my wife, many of you probably know her, is a good examiner. She was lodging. Where's the cross? Where's the cross? Where's the cross? Even this morning, I was so busy, or lost rock. And the covers of the precipice of the cross. I said, crabs and rocks, covers of the precipice are a place very safe. You have the safety there. But it's just rugged. Not so easy to be there. It is safe, but probably no one would be there to take it as a refuge. In the whole universe, what is a place that is safe, but rugged? And not so willing for people to get there. What does that matter, you tell me? The cross. The cross is our safety. The cross is the most safe place for us, the fallen people, to be. But that is the cross. That is not a restaurant, nor a motel to live in, to get in. Oh, very few would have the willingness. Look, covered of the precipice. Get in. Do you like to get in? So Brother Nee told me, or told us, that according to his knowledge, the writers on some songs probably all agreed such a rugged place signify the cross. Number one. Number two, how the self is here. It's hard. Even no figure to signify the self. I believe this was found out by Brother Nee. This is according to our Christian life experience. I experienced what? You see, in the first stage, this love of Christ, pursuing Christ, and receiving the help in the fellowship, right? In the inner chamber, and she got the way to enter into the church life, where in the church life, she received the transformation. And also, even the more, she entered into the rest, right? The covering and enjoyment for her full satisfaction. That's really meaningful. That's really meaningful. Now I am such a person. Yearning for Christ, seeking after Christ, and pursuing after Him. I have reached such a point. I attained such a blessing. Then what I would be careful caring for. I would care to be perfect, not to be wrong. Either to be perfect, one, not to be wrong. So what? So self rises up. This is self. Here, self rises up. Self is very subtle. You know, in Matthew 16, when the Lord Jesus unveiled his way of cross for the accomplishment of God's economy, Peter heard. Peter showed his love to him. Lord, oh, may this not be. Peter thought that was his own word. The Lord rebuked him. Satan, get away from him. That's Satan. That's not Peter. Listen, then finally, the Lord taught Peter, saying, anyone that comes follow me must deny himself. What? That is the self. Yes, here is a letter of Christ. Yearning for him, seeking after him, then gain him. Eventually, don't think you became so spiritual. You are out of yourself. No. You still have to remember you still have that part, the fallen humanity. Right? That part will be gone until our physical body will be redeemed. That means until we will be redeemed to the uttermost. Get out of the old creation. Sometimes when we help people who are seeking to be spiritual, we ask them to pray, to confess, right? It's normal. Quite often, with some cases, I shouldn't say quite often, sometimes, with some cases, we stop them to pray. We stop them to confess. Don't confess anymore. Blood covers you. God is faithful, and God is righteous. The faithful God promised us, if you confess your sin, he will right away forgive you. And the blood of Christ right away cleanses you from all unrighteousness. This is God's word. He has to fulfill faithfully. And this is Christ's redemption. God has to honor it. You have confessed already. Rather, in these 2 days, you have confessed of the same matter 10 days. Right? You don't need to confess more. And a further confession that comes from Satan, from the satanic self. This is what? This is due to the analysis of yourself in spiritual things. So introspection is the wall. Then we will see the wall. Eventually, there is a wall between the lover of Christ and Christ. The lover is within the wall, walled, and the beloved is outside. The good thing is, according to God's natural ordinance, in a house, without a wall, without windows. There's no wall without windows. Right? Windows for what? For fellowship. For sunshine to come in, for air to come in. Right? So later on we will see. The beloved looked to Lettuce and fellowship with her. And she fellowship with the beloved. In between of them, there is such a wall. Now, called to be delivered from the self through the oneness with the cross. Whose oneness? Through your oneness. When you become one with the cross, then you will go to the regular place and stay in the cupboard. Hide yourself in the cupboard. Hide yourself in the cleft of the rock. You are safe.